Friends, each week I let you all decide just exactly where our adventure will go. And surprisingly often, those votes end in a tie. And they almost did again this week. The votes came down to climbing back up in search of our friends or exploring the passageway. The thing is, though, one of these paths lead to an immediate and most untimely death. Which one is it, though? I went into comments, and that's where I found the vote that broke the tie. Turns out it was the first one. Saruman the dad said, "Let's climb back up in search of our friends." And then John Galt Gus locked it in, and he voted for the same. Have these adventurers, however, led us to our most untimely and immediate death? Or have they saved the day? There's only one way to find out. Friends, without further ado, it's time to return to our adventure. Let's return to Brookmere. You start the difficult climb to the entrance. Large boulders, dirt, and heavy wooden beams move beneath your feet. Groaning noises make you fear the whole tunnel might crash down on your head at any moment. Searching carefully, you find your torch and sword. There is no sign of any of your friends. You are alone. You feel that going on alone is dangerous, but your father has trusted you with this most important quest. You know you can't let him down. Friends, I'll tell you who hasn't let us down. Saruman the dad and John Galt Gus. We're not dead yet, and we've come to our next path. Do we want to give up and return to the surface? No, the adventure's just started. Or do we want to explore the dungeon? Yes. Who's in? Come on, let's do this. You take a torch from your pack and light it. Its sputtering flame dimly lights a dusty corridor. "I was afraid you'd choose this path," grumbles a low voice. Startled, you whirl around, hand on your sword, ready for combat. The voice continues, "You know, we're going to run into all sorts of monsters down here. Wouldn't you rather just turn around and go home?" You look down at your chest in amazement. The amulet, the mouth of Mimulus, is talking. Your father told you that you could speak with monsters and animals with it, but he never told you the amulet itself could talk. Though you feel silly talking to a necklace, you pick it up off your chest, look at it, and say, "I promised my father I would discover what remains of Brookmere and whether our family could return." And that's a promise we're going to keep. There are two dark tunnels at the foot of a rockfall, one going left, the other right. Looking and listening carefully, you can see a green glow at the end of the right tunnel. You hear a deep rumbling coming from the left tunnel. "Don't just stand there. Make a choice," grumbles Mimulus. "As I suggested before, let's go home." You pick the amulet up off your chest and look at it and say, "We have to go on. I promised my father." "I just knew you'd say that," sighs Mimulus. "Well, your choices don't look too good to me." Adventurers, your choices are: turn left towards the green glow, or turn right towards the nasty rumbling sound. Well, don't look at me. The choice is yours. Comment below or wait for the poll later this week in stories. And friends, let me know, where will our adventure go?